Duff, you have collaborated over those years when you, after Guns N' Roses split, so to speak. You have collaborated both with Slash and Axl, but Axl and Slash hadn't played together or been together for quite a long time. I'd like to ask you what it was like the moment when you actually got together with Slash for this reunion. Was it at someone's house? Was it on a phone call? What was it like? Was it awkward?
What
was
do you
it
mean?
natural?
Do you mean playing together, or do you mean
just being together in the same room, even before playing?
Well, like I said, I had asked for his number, and then I'd called him, and he was on tour or something, and then we set up when we were gonna see each other, and I think something happened to both of our plans that didn't happen, and then eventually in like October we got together. We had a dinner at my house, and then Duff and I went and hung out right after that, like a week or so after. And then it was just kind of like talking and planning. You know, we initially were going to do some kind of promos and stuff, and then other things came up that got in the way of that. And then there was rehearsals, and went down to rehearsal, and everything just sounded right, and just went to work. It was time to sing, see what the sound sounded like and stuff, and get ready for the show, and it was all working. So.
Do you think that each one of you, I mean the three of you, had to change a bit? Something has changed inside for this to be happening? Or again, do you think it ended up happening naturally?
I really got to discover in the best of ways the album Chinese Democracy that he made, and it was these songs he had worked on, and I'd listen to the record, but when you start to play the songs as a player, you really discover everything under all the layers in the song. There's a lot of layers, but really kind of like how you hear it, how I'm hearing the songs, are maybe a little bit different, and we I know when we went into rehearsals, we wanted to really like own that, like this is going to be what we're doing. This is what we're doing.
I didn't have anything really to do with that. It's like they stepped to songs on Chinese. They asked which ones are you interested in, us doing and stuff, and they stepped to that on their own. They started working with Frank because they had their own way of working with the drummer and working with the rhythms, and kind of picked up the tempo on some of the old songs a bit, and things like that, and get their communication working. So they spent a good while at that on their own.
You made reference to drumming. That reminded me of Steve Adler. Is there any chance that Easy and Steve might join you guys? I mean, I know that Easy already played to you guys. Any chance Steve might join you later in the tour?
No, Steven did join us.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Steven that joined us. I don't,
I thought it was Easy, I'm sorry.
At the same time, I have no idea. I mean, it's when this started, Steven had just had back surgery and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't have any idea about that. And with Izzy, that's just something that I can't really describe to say. I don't really know what to say about Izzy. It's like, you could have a conversation and think it's one way, and the next day it's another way. So, and I'm not trying to take any shots at Izzy. It's just, his thing's kind of his thing, whatever that is.
All right. I think it's time to go. I have one last question for you, Axl. The split duties between Guns N' Roses and AC/DC. Are you planning on doing that for quite some time now? Because you're going to go
I'll
back
do
to
that
AC/DC.
as long as Angus wants to do it, and as long as and we can make it work. Guns is really supportive about it, and it's a bit
radical. It's pretty radical.
I love that it's my job. I love that it's my job. I love that Angus is my boss, and it's singing the early Brian songs, the first couple albums with Brian. It's like those are something else to sing. So it's physically a different animal and another kind of work, and I take pride in doing it. But it's a hard thing. So then after, in its own way. So after this, then there's a few days, and then